Okay, Coach. Thank you again for joining us. Obviously, I've got a few more questions to ask for you. So, Phantom's currently sitting atop of the EPL. Quite an interesting weekend of results that passed to be in that position. Now that teams like settled into the season, teams like Telford and Guildford are starting to shine. Rice started to climb the table again. How confident are you that the Phantoms, can still keep winning in spite of that?
Wow, that's a long question. I forgot what you wanted to ask. To be honest, we're not. I do look at other teams from the point of, like for example, Telford. They had a bad start, and obviously, but you try to analyze how they play, why they're losing. Same with Guildford or MK, for example, in the recent weeks. But as a team overall, as a whole, we're not looking their results, anybody's results. Obviously, Lee reads them out on Sunday after the game, but that's as far as it goes. We just concentrate on our game. Can we keep up and stay there? That's what we would like to do, but like you said, it's just down to our game. We're not concentrating on anybody else.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do want to just ask about one or two different things, results-wise. I mean, MK at the weekend lost quite heavily to the Bees, I think it was last Sunday. Does that sort of testify to how difficult it can be to maintain a positive record in this league at the moment?
Of course, we all keep saying, and I keep saying the same thing over and over to Bob, that the league is getting stronger and stronger and more competitive, and any team can lose to any team, and any team can beat any team, and it should just proved last weekend, like you said. Again, for us, the main thing is just to concentrate on our game and try to make sure that when things are tough or the other team playing well, we're just one step ahead, and we're always there to compete to the end. And I think at the moment it's working out, and that's where we're at.
Brilliant. And I did mention Telford as well. They are looking a lot better now than they were sort of 3-4 weeks ago. Do you think that they're still going to be in league contention at the end of the season?
You know my view. I think with the staff, the players that they have, obviously you shouldn't bring the achievements of previous years into consideration of this year, because it doesn't matter. You start with a clean slate, if you say that. But the quality they have, and I think they're still going to be at the top of the league by the end of the year. It's going to be very surprising for me. I'm not saying everybody have different opinions, but for me it's going to be very surprising if they're not going to be there by the end of the year. But the season is long. It's only a third in, and obviously there is things outside of ice, actually a game on the ice. Anything else can happen. For example, when we played in Slava, we were top 5, solid team, and then things happen, and the team finished bottom of the league. Would somebody say it in October that we finished bottom? Nobody. So, and that was not a hockey reason. So, like I said, regarding Telford, they're a very strong team. In my view, the best team in the league. So we'll see where they are.
Last time I suppose I mentioned about injuries, and maybe I did jinx it a bit. Obviously, Siderius picked up a bit of a knock that weekend. Do you? Is there any news of when he's likely to be back?
He's practicing tonight. He practiced last Friday. Obviously, we were not confident about him being fit 100%, and that's why we didn't play them at the weekend. He's practicing today. Hopefully, he'll practice tomorrow, and we'll make a decision. I cannot answer the question, is he going to play or not, because on the end of the day, he's only going to play if he's 100%.
Okay, cool. All right, last question. This weekend is a long trip to D-side on Sunday to face Manchester Phoenix. So far this season, we've won both encounters with them. Do you expect the same this time around?
I would like the same, but it's a very tricky team. They definitely don't have the depth of the previous years, but they have a very good coach, and obviously they have that spirit of the I want to say Phantoms of the Phoenix, and obviously they have beat some teams at home. They have a pretty good record. They beat Telford at home recently, and obviously all other teams are there fighting to the end, coming back from behind. So when we played them there, we didn't play that well either, because it's first of a long trip and obviously a few other things. We only picked up in the second period, but when we played here, the game looked buried and done in the third period. But we came out, I think we scored like 6 goals in 15 minutes or something like this. But before that, when it was very even, and if anything, they could have been 2-3 goals up. So it's going to be down to the guys, I would say, concentration and preparation to be ready and know that it's not just 11 guys or 12 guys, whatever they have there. They actually have a team, and they will bite you, and they will take points away from you if you don't start the game right. So I have a good bunch of guys, professional guys, and I hope they understand that, and I think they do understand that, but sometimes understanding and doing it's two different things. So, because obviously from practice on Friday we don't play Saturday, and then we're going to Sunday game with a longer away trip. So we'll address that, and I think if we get ready like we would for any big game, we'll have a good chance of winning.
Excellent, Slava. Thanks very much for taking your time out.
Thank you.